it's great to be 2-0 and have a tremendous amount of what I call teachable moments. And I think that as we've gone through this week in breaking down film and trying to better evaluate ourselves, it's trying to get our guys to understand the process. And the process is such a big part of what I believe in. It's about what we do, and at times we're pretty good at that, and we're pretty good. And the first half of the Tennessee Martin game, we did some sensational things defensively, and our rotations were tremendous. And other than maybe a few too many turnovers, our efficiency in the half court was tremendous when we ran offense against our zone. It was off the chart. We got the ball where we wanted it, but we got to the foul line again, and that's a big part of what we do. And really, the only thing I was a little frustrated with throughout that game was our offensive rebounding numbers were way down. That's a big part of what we do. I think we're averaging 12, 13 offensive rebounds, and we need to get that up 5 or 6 per game. And that being said, we need to get more rebounds out of both marks. We need to keep AJ on the glass, and then I think that when we come in with depth, with Greg, with Matisse, those guys have to contribute there as well. So, but it's been a solid week of practice, solid week of learning, and again, trying to get guys to understand. I threw a quote at him this week from Grayson Allen that I thought was fabulous in his post-game comments the other night, that I think relates very well to our team, and that's he wants to go through a game and be hoarse because he's talking to our freshmen and have no voice. And we keep talking about quiet teams lose, and communication can solve a lot of our problems, but we're getting better, and I'm encouraged and very, very happy to be 2-0 heading into the GABA games, and a game that I'm very excited about, and it's very surprising to me, I guess, that it's been since 1957. This will be the first game actually played in this building. All the other games were games that were played in Huff. So I think it's exciting. I think it's two programs that have tremendous history and tradition, and Dave's done a great job at DePaul, and that team is very much improved.
Take questions. We don't have a mic, so just go ahead. Whoever's right.
Is DePaul, assuming Dave can get it back to the place he had it before he left the first time, the kind of program that you would want to have in the future when you talk about having a stronger schedule?
Yeah, I think scheduling is so ever changing today. Again, we're moving to 20 games. I think you're looking at a whole new dynamic in terms of how people are approaching neutral site games today. I think you're looking at a new weighted system in terms of playing road games. So I think there's so many factors that are evolving in recruiting. You've got all your multi-team events that everybody's going to participate in as well. So, but I don't run from anybody, and they're a quality program, and they're within our state. It's easy for our fans to get there. So anything's possible, and I respect the job Dave does and has done, and you keep all options open and never say never.
Coach, from what you've seen from them, what challenges do they present?
Well, they've been exceptional in 2 areas. They're scary in transition. They're a team that has literally 4 guys who have the capability to get a rebound and lead the break. And so you've got to have great communication in transition. They're a team that is equally effective driving the ball to the rim, as well as they are stopping and shooting it from the 3-point line. And you know, that's first and foremost. And then they're a team through 2 games that has been just short of dominant on their own offensive glass, and that's something that we've got to shore up, and we've got to be very, very conscientious about blocking out, and when we get in rotations, making sure that we're laying bodies on people, and they're a very, very big basketball team. They're a team that has great size on the perimeter, and along with their front court guys. So those 2 areas are something they're doing exceptionally well, and we've got to be very conscious of.
Brad, at the areas that you're trying to address in the teaching moments you talked about, are there areas you're prioritizing over others because it's early and it's more valuable at this moment?
No, I think that there's tremendous value in communication. That's one. We've talked about that since day one. Is getting our guys to understand that and again, I use the term "quiet teams lose." You have to communicate with each other, and we've got young guys, and we need that communication. It eliminates problems. And then I think the other thing that we're spending a lot of time on is trying to understand the rhythm with which you have to play offensively. And it's not just every time you catch the ball, think you can go make a play. And it's about getting the ball reversed, allowing the defense to make mistakes, looking for better opportunities, turning down a good to get to a great. And offensive understanding takes a little time. It takes a little. It takes some chemistry, and those are things that yeah, we want to score quick and early. But when that's not there and we have to play offense, you know, we've got to have a better understanding of that. And we did that in the Tennessee Martin game against us. We were great. We got the ball reversed. We got it to the spots we wanted. We got it in the high post. Got it to the short corners, and we got great looks. So we did that against Zell. We've got to be able to do that against Manor.
And how much is the 3-point shooting a concern, if at all?
Not at all. We in a couple of our scrimmages, the secret scrimmages, by the way, we shot the cover off of, and you know, I think we were made 11 or 12 in one of them, and I think in one of them, you know, we had 6 from one guy. So I'm not worried about that. As long as we're taking good shots, we've got guys that are very, very capable of making shots. We see it every day in practice, and it's just a comfort and knocking them in.
We say one guy because you'd rather not tell us which guy?
Not you. I don't need the other team to know.
You mentioned, I guess before the season started, just maybe backing off of Mark Smith a little bit and letting him go out there and play and know that making a mistake's not going to be the end of the world. What have you maybe seen from him in those first 2 games?
Well, I think look at the Tennessee Martin game. He played just literally every spot on the floor, and spent a lot of time at the point throughout that ball game. T-John was in foul trouble. We flashed him into the high post. He posted on the block. He got an offensive rebound, you know, on the block. He's a guy that you know, is a very, very good 3-point shooter. He's going to jump up and make shots. He shot a couple that were literally in and out. So he's playing everywhere. He's guarding 3 spots. I could not be more pleased with his progress, his play. You know, really as I get to watch other games a little bit now and see, you know, freshmen around the country, he's right there. He's performing at a pretty high clip and been awfully good, and he's going to make mistakes. All freshmen are. That's okay. He's pretty bright. He learns from them and usually doesn't make the same mistake twice.
I mean, he didn't play all 5 positions in high school, obviously. How has he maybe adjusted to posting up more, playing in the high post without the ball?
He likes it. Mark's a guy who likes to get hit, and he likes to hit people. I mean, he's got that physicality and that type of physique that he can go do that. And you get him in tight spaces. He's one of the most efficient players I've seen. I was very fortunate. Was an assistant coach at Kansas State when we had Bill Walker. Later became Henry Walker. He was as good a player in tight quarters as I've seen. He was just explosive. Mark's that same way. Mark in tight quarters has a way to get the ball on the rim and has a way to be efficient. And Mark's play in those areas reminds me a lot of Bill at that time.
Have you seen another level of confidence out of AJ in practice this week after a really good weekend?
I see another level of confidence every single day in AJ. You know, it was remarkable. I got in at 7:15 this morning, and who's in the gym? AJ. Man, when you got it going and you feel good, and to be very honest, AJ made the two biggest plays of the game. He got an offensive rebound tip in because he went, and I'll be honest, 2 weeks ago he would have laid on that guy's back and not got that rebound. He tipped it in. It was about the 8-minute mark, and then he hit the three in the corner and got fouled. And those were huge plays, and one of them was just strictly an effort play, and the other was a confidence play with a guy flying at him. He jumps up and knocks it down, and confidence is a wonderful thing, and he's doing so many things right, and he's playing so hard. He did a great job defensively. Was outstanding. His plus minus was off the chart. So I couldn't be happier, and he gets better every single day.
You talked about the teams, or your team not really following the scouting report as precisely as you're accustomed to. And have you talked about it this week? Will you talk about it today?
We've talked about it every day. Again, that's part of our process, is the process of, you know, a scouting report's like a cheat sheet, and it has the answers on it. And we provide them with that. We provide them with information and intel to help them do their job better. And you know, you liken it to a test. If you have the answers to the test, you want to memorize it. And we have to get our young guys to understand that and see how important that is. And it's not just going out and playing the game. It's about giving yourself every advantage you can to do your job better, which in turn helps our team better. And so we talk about that a lot, and we've got guys that are understanding how important it is to come watch film and see what the other guys that they could possibly guard, what they're doing. So we're making progress there, and we'll continue to keep talking about it and emphasizing it.
Coach, I remember on Sunday you mentioned you saw differences between Kipper and between running to the huddle and walking the huddle. I guess, how was you responding this week just after seeing that over the weekend?
He and I have had a couple really productive conversations, and into practice yesterday I gave him a hug. So we've made some progress there, and I'm excited about him. You know, I tell our players all the time they need to worry when I quit coaching them and quit getting on them, and Kipper has been very responsive. He's got a lot of pride, and I expect him to bounce back and be a very, very dialed in teammate.
How are you feeling about Trent's play through 2 games so far this year?
You know, I think that there's growth for Trent. I've played him a lot at the point. I'm not easy to play for when it comes to point guards. They have a lot of responsibility. Trent's one of those guys I want him to become more vocal. I want him to become more of a facilitator, not just for himself, but for his teammates. And Trent's capable of being great. He has no idea how good he can become. He's very gifted with the ability to put the ball in. I think he's let maybe not making some shots, you know, maybe affect his game a little bit. But I'm really upbeat. I'm really excited about him. He's going to be a big part of what we do, and we need him to be good because he's really capable of making baskets and getting it going and having some big nights.
Similar question about DeMonte, valuable minutes for him so far, not a ton of points, but does that reflect the kind of role you want him playing, or how do you see that growing?
DeMonte's growth will be, I think it'll be very